Good morning. So, I was able to go back to sleep thanks to the Xanax. The only problem is, it has like lingering effects. Like it makes you feel drowsy still after waking up. And I have a couple hundreds left. So I woke up around 10. Took Shaggy for his walk around 10:30. Decided to stop at the office. See if there was any information. And if they watched the cameras. You guys ready for this? You might want to sit down. I'll give you a minute. You sitting down? What is it? Shaggy loves going underneath the bed. I don't know how he fits under there. It's so, like, dusty. Who knows the last time it was cleaned? Oh, he got the red Skittle I dropped yesterday. Oh. My daughter's still in the hospital. Oh, I don't even know if I told you guys that. My daughter Kayla has been in so much pain for like a week in her stomach. So she went to the hospital a few days ago. And they just sent her home and told her they couldn't find anything wrong. And it just got worse. So she went back 2 nights ago. And they ended up admitting her. And they did like CAT scans. And they're checking her gallbladder, ultrasound, and her appendix. They got her in a observation type room with like 6 other people with the lights just down the whole time. She's texting me right now. Like they can't figure out what's wrong with her. And she can't have solid foods. Like no food, no solid food, and only like clear liquid type stuff. Like Jello, stuff like that. She's so hungry. Okay, so I go up to the office. I'm like, hey, alright, sorry. She's messaging me, blowing up my phone. They're discharging her. They want her to follow up with a surgeon in like a week. And she's still in pain. But she's like, I just want to go home. I was like, yeah, I understand that. Alright, so anyway, I go to the office. And I'm like, hey, did you guys watch the cameras? Like, this guy's accusing me of stealing his phone. And then he calls the cops on me. Like 2 o'clock in the morning. Blah, blah, blah. So he's like, oh, yeah, you're okay. The guy dropped his phone and his wallet when he was getting out of his car. And at the same time, there was another guy leaving another room, going to his car. And he saw the guy drop his phone and wallet. It was a black guy. He got in his car and he waited for the couple to go in their room and shut the door. And then he got out of his car, white truck, he said. Picked up the phone and wallet, got back in his truck and left. I'm just making sure I'm still a white girl. So you saw that on camera. You saw a guy leaving another room, walking to his truck. At the same time, these people were getting out of their car, and the guy dropped his phone and wallet. That guy saw it, got in his truck, waited for them to go in their room, then snatched their stuff and left. You saw all that on camera. So why was I accused? Why were the cops knocking on my fucking door? Please answer me this. Why didn't anybody come to my door after they watched the camera and say, you're good, sorry for the waking you up, sorry for bothering you? None of that. I was like, when did they watch the camera? Last night. Don't know if it was before or after I was accused. Clearly the cops saw it after. Still, nobody can. Like, what? So, oh, and then the guy in the office, he was like, do you remember a couple months ago, like right after your accident, he's like, you remember you found a phone in the parking lot and you brought it to the office? He's like, I told the cops that. And I'm like, I did? Obviously, if it was after the accident, I was all... But I was like, that's what I said I would have done if I did find it, so... But still, nobody came and said, hey, you know, I knew I was fine. But it's like a matter of, like, respect, isn't it? If you accuse somebody of doing something, you find out you're wrong, so you apologize. Like, I'd be so embarrassed if I was that dude. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when the cops watched the video after the dude said he saw me do it. And then the cops look at him like, you know that's a white girl. And that's not a white girl that clearly picked up your shit and left in a white truck. I said, oh, was the guy staying here? He said, no, but he comes here, I guess. He comes and goes. So, they know who he is. And I'm sure they got the license plate. Like... I did think for a second maybe it was the Uber or the DoorDash guy. Like, after he gave me my stuff and walked back, he saw the phone, picked it up. I didn't know. It wasn't him, though. Crazy. Well, I'm glad they figured out who did it. Maybe he can get his stuff back now. I don't know, I'm just like in disbelief. And I broke a freaking nail. Look, when I was walking Shaggy up to the office. My nail filer fucking sucks. Oh, I got the electric one. I forgot about that. Sorry. I got a shower. Like, get up. I woke up at 10. It's 11:45. Just like the issue with my daughter and being accused and being woken up and treated like that. Like, the cops were like really mean when I first opened my door. it wasn't until I came back with my ID and I said, can I just ask why I'm being woken up at 2 in the morning after this guy already woke me up accusing me of taking his phone? I don't know anything about it. And then he said, listen, if you got it, just give it to us. Like, we won't get in trouble. And I was like, they have cameras. Go watch the camera. You'll see I didn't take it. Like, I'm not lying to you. And he's like, oh, we know. So go watch it. Okay. I'm gonna go. Bye for now. I'll be back. I always come back.